Are you going through any challenges right now? Things are going on in your life that you really wished they weren't. Well, I'm going to offer you a little mindset shift that might allow you to see your situation in a very different light. So please bear with me and open your mind. Just put all your beliefs and judgments on the table at the moment and allow me to take you on a little journey. Are you open? Are you keen? Are you ready to join me to get your mind opened, to see your world in a bit of a different light? My name is Gina Dallison, as you know, and I am on a healing journey, which you may or may not know. And my challenge, or one of my challenges that are going on in my life right now, is my symptoms with multiple sclerosis. So this is great because in this box, there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. I'm 100% on it. If I was standing on a stage, however, I'd look a bit different. I'd either be sitting on that stage or I'd be standing holding on to something for balance. So I've got things going on that I would prefer weren't going on. I would wish I was just running around, walking around. So I want to share with you how my mindset is developing to allow myself to see this situation that I'm in a very positive way. And I invite you to, as you're following along with me, to think about your own situation and to think maybe how you could see things a little bit differently. So I'm going to offer you a thought. Ready? You ready to hear what the thought is? It's like, Gina, she's forgotten the thought. Oh my goodness. No, I haven't forgotten the thought. No, I have. Sorry. No, I haven't really. The thought is all our challenges are actually a gift. Anything that we look at immediately and think, no, I don't want that to be happening. This is wrong. This is bad. This is upsetting me. This is scary. This is whatever your initial thought. If you get that initial no, you get resistance about wanting to accept whatever is happening, whether that's a frightening diagnosis, whether that's a loved one, dying, whether that's losing a job, a relationship ending, all of these bad things that happen, they happen. Whether they're bad or good is the label that we put on them, the story that we're telling about them. So if we start telling a different story, we start seeing things differently. And if we're able to do that earlier on in the process, rather than waiting till we've gone through a lot of suffering, a lot of fear, a lot of upsetness, quite often when people have been through a challenging situation, they've got over an illness or come out the other side of a breakup and experienced a job loss or a house loss or some sort of loss in some way. Quite often, the things that we think are bad is when we lose something. We might have lost a person that's close to us. We might have lost part of our body function. We might have lost a job, a home, a relationship. So when we lose something, we tend to think it's bad because it forces change. But what happens if it's not bad? What if we could ask ourselves earlier on as the situation arises, get into the habit of asking yourself the killer question. What is the killer question? What is the killer question? What is the gift in this? what is the gift in this? So if you think about a situation that you might have going on in your life right now that does not feel like a gift at all, put all your judgments and all your stories that you're telling about how bad it is on the table. Take yourself out of your immediate environment and ask yourself, what is the gift in this? What am I learning? What am I making space for? What is the opportunity? I think it's very easy to get caught up in if you take my story, in a frightening diagnosis. You've got this thing. The doctors are telling me it's bad. You've got a thing. It's incurable. It's going to get worse. There's nothing you can do about it. Everywhere I look, it's like bad. People are getting iller and iller. There's sad stories about people being in pain. And then it becomes more and more of my reality. I am determined to discover the gift. I am finding the gift. I'm unwrapping the gift. The fact that I'm sitting here right now, talking to you about the gift is a gift in itself. So ask yourself, with all judgments off the table, because we don't want to, we resist. We resist being told that we're wrong in any way. If we've got something that's going on, it's bad. It's bad. Bad things are happening to me. But if you're on a spiritual journey of any kind, you will, I'm sure, have come across the phrase, life happens for you. And if life is happening for you, what is the gift in this? So I encourage you now to think about whatever challenge you're going through, whether it's a big challenge or whether it's a little challenge. Take a breath. Notice what any resistant thoughts come up, and you will have that ego part of you is like, no, this is bad. These are things happening to you. You stay in that victim mode. You stay feeling sorry for yourself. Life is bad. And change it. Take them all off the table. Thank you, Mr. Ego, for talking to me. I'm just going to let you go and just ask the question. What is the gift in this? See what comes up. It might not come up straight away. You may not notice straight away, but assume there is a gift. It's wrapped up in very horrible, smelly, yucky wrapping paper. But assume underneath that challenge, underneath that adverse situation, underneath that thing that's happening that you didn't want to happen, there is something worth unwrapping. There is a gift. Everything in life is a gift. And the more we get practiced at looking for it, the more we will see it earlier on. How you get from point A to point B, where you've lost something to where you've found something, can be an arduous and exhausting journey. I know, because I'm on one. But if you're able to look for the gift, and not only look for the gift, know that the gift is there and be grateful for that gift. The energy on your journey is very, very different. So I ask you now, when you look and think about things that are maybe not going as well as you would like in your life, what is the gift in this?